ladies and gentlemen, it's still Samson Onoja Itodo, and I'm back again in my fashionable attire. My guest for this session right now is Fanny, and she's gonna make me up. I want to look like Chinelo, like put some makeup on my face. That's what we're trying to do. That. So, Fanny, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hello, Fanny. It's always pleasant to have the opportunity to interview you because I admire what you do.
Thank you. It's nice to see you again. I think we've met a couple of times.
How you turn people's face into a canvas and I kind of envy you ladies that you always have things to like. Get things done. Women go always bare-faced.
We also have stuff for men. I told you, I remember with the last time we talked, I told you men can also do makeup, so it's just a matter of taste. Yes, so
you're gonna be slapping some lipstick and some foundation and some stuff on my face.
Yeah, probably someday. Hopefully, I get your skin shade right.
Beautiful. So Fanny, let's go straight. I think lots of people like this. For you to feed them with information.
Yes.
Tell us first of all.
Yeah.
How important is your role in fashion and the modern world?
If we want to start, the list is long, to be honest. First of all, I'll first start introducing myself for those who do not know me. I am Fanny, founder and CEO of Facebook Boulevard. I'm a Germany-based makeup artist, and I am always available for bookings in Germany, outside of Germany. I have a 5-year experience on my portfolio, and I specialize in dark skins, mostly dark skinned women. Of course, I can do other shades, but dark skinned women is really my specialty. And I do a lot of weddings, a lot of traditional weddings, a lot of fashion shows, also editorial makeup. I pretty much do that more of a hobby for me. Like when I have time, I try to allow my inspiration to go way overboard. So I pretty much do everything, and I've been able to work with a couple of people, few celebrities, artists who have booked my services so far for makeup. So if you're looking to find out what I do and see how I do my work, please follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook Boulevard is the name.
What was on your mind? What were you bringing to the event? What do you want to feed our audience?
Well, I just want to tell my audience the whole story of makeup, and encourage the men, so far as makeup is concerned, because there's a lot of controversy, when it comes to makeup. People are just all about it's a transformation, and they tend to run away from makeup because the whole transformation is scary. When a woman stands in front of you without the makeup and she comes in with the makeup, you're like, this is not the same person. It's like two different persons. So for me, it's really convincing people that it's not like that. You need to look at it from a different perspective, especially from a perspective of art, and also trying to empower a woman and make her feel good, because come on now, we do this for you. The men.
Okay, I see Itodo Florence smiling to what you're saying.
Yes.
For example, Itodo Florence is a man like
yes.
Most of the time we don't imagine ourselves in that area of sitting down and being made up. So
yes.
Tell us in what area. If you look at someone like Itodo Florence,
yes.
Where does he fit in the makeup world? What can you do to him that can?
I think the advantage that men have over women is that they don't really have a lot of skin issues like we women do, and it makes it really easy for us to really work with men because your skins are already really smooth. So literally all you need is just really a couple of few puffs of powder on your face, and we're done. And you don't need lipstick. I don't remember in the history of beauty a man wearing lipstick. I think the most a man can do is probably wear lip balm so that your lips don't look all cracked up. Because at the end of the day, it's not only the man, yeah, you as the man, you're not the only person trying to spot out a very beautiful lady, but the lady is also out there to spot you out. So if you come with all those, if you come with cracked lips and everything, she will be like, oh, it's a turn off. So I think, so far as beauty is concerned, so far as the masculine, gender is concerned, I believe, you should work on little details like probably your lips, wear some good lip balm. There are very good lip balms made that are homemade, African homemade with cocoa butter and also shea butter. That is good, and it's not going to be glossy. Shaving your beard, making it look clean, being presentable for a woman it's everything. It really covers the whole scope of looking good, and also that is makeup, in my opinion anyway. I don't know what you think.
but do you have a shop or a place where one can place orders? Do you sell those products yourself, or do you advise
yes,
individuals on where to find this product and what is for their skin?
Absolutely, definitely. Well, I do not sell products myself, but I do give recommendations for products, and I do send clients to websites and to brand owners, that I have probably tested on my own and on my clients, and I send them there to purchase their products. So if you want, if you want a one-on-one class, if you want a consultation, regarding probably your skin or the kind of makeup products you need for your skin, you could always contact me on Facebook or DM me on Instagram. I'm very, very active. If I'm not active, I have an assistant who helps me with my with the messages that I get from Instagram, emails, and Facebook. And we will always find an appointment that best suits yours as well. So I'm open. Like, men could always come in, women too.
Beautiful. Let me go back. Yes. Earlier on, I had an interview with Thea from the 360 degree fashion platform. And we are talking about confidence building. So, what role does makeup? How does makeup accentuate the confidence in people that feel kind of negative about themselves?
Well, I think it does that in a lot of ways. First of all, like I said before, we women, we have more skin issues than you men do. We have depigmentations, we have acne. Of course, I will not look alluring if I show myself to a man on the first date, for example, with, big pimples and everything. So the best way, to at least look presentable for me is to put on makeup. And when I put on makeup, I look way better. And when you look way better, it's like when you're wearing clothing, and you're looking good in your clothing. And so that it boosts your confidence even more. So in my opinion, the ability of makeup to hide our imperfections, the little imperfections we have on our face. I'm not saying we're ugly. I'm just saying we are literally hiding those things, that would definitely not look good, on the first day, or on the first day we meet someone. That particular aspect of being able to hide those things enables us to have a sort of perfect picture of ourselves, and that we know, okay, we can present, to somebody who does not know us, and therefore helping in boosting our confidence. For example, if I take off my makeup now like this, you will beg me to put it back up now.
Right. Okay. Listen, I want to go to Makati Proudly, because you and Makati Proudly have something really in common. You're both artists in one way or the other. He's painting on the canvas, and you are
I paint on the face.
Yeah. You always is the same in the same line, and it's ability. I'm agree with Fanny. It's ability. You always have to have some touch, creation. Because in Africa you find also many tribal face. Sometimes.
Oh yes.
to bringing on fashion, we bring it to bringing on art, because it's our legacy, and I find makeup is very important. I always working with makeup, when you are in fashion or shooting. That's why I'm laughing, because I know I have many friends, and it's very important to have makeup for women and also men, because sometimes when I go to work on TV, sometimes they use my face, but you say some little powder, but not so much, just for making better, It's important to create sometimes.
But Makudu, there's one thing people don't know. When I was young, it's not like I sat there and I knew that I was going to be a makeup artist one day. To be honest with you, I have been attracted to art before, and the paintings were definitely a thing for me back then. Now, with makeup, you have the ability to translate something from a 2D perspective to a 3D perspective. Like the face, the canvas on the face and the skin is a 3D perspective, and you have your canva, which is literally your painting. And it is art. It is being able to think outside of the box, and translate that into something that you can actually see and touch. And the same way that Makudu works on paintings, I as a makeup artist, I can look at your painting and derive some form of inspiration out of your concept and translate that on someone's face in a sort of like, and then it becomes live. It's like the art that is on paper is put to life of someone else's face. Exactly. So, I mean, we do understand ourselves at that level.
I understand.
Have you ever seen a painting or artwork and you say, come on, this makeup is too much?
Never.
Yeah, I see sometime me, I see.
Oh, really? Okay. Now, I do. That was actually my purpose coming here today, because this is the mindset I am trying to fight against, because most men are like, that one is too much. No, I do understand, but you should understand it is trend. It is what you call trend. It is what you call the evolution of this trend. If you remember back in the days when, there was no internet and our mothers were wearing makeup, do you prefer that makeup, that what you have today? Because back then, our mothers would go as far as, shaving all their brows and drawing a line with a pencil and then putting baby powder on their faces, which literally do not even match their skin tone, and put red lipstick and march out of the house looking like that. Like, honestly, what is the correlation of that, of just drawing lines and then putting baby powder on your face and then just wearing your clothes and stepping out? Back then, it was thought to be very nice. You understand? But as time went on, the internet came in. People started discovering new brands of makeup and trying to answer to the needs of customers, and consumers. And so in the course of answering to these needs, things like liquid foundation were created so that it matches the tone of each and every woman or each and every person. And that is where I wouldn't say Nigeria. I don't want to say Nigeria, but Nigerians, they took it to another level. They took it to the level of transformation. So that is where you now come in, where you're like, this is too much. Yes, it was just a trend. It was part of it. It was important for a woman to look different and have that wow effect. It was that period of transformation. It was important for a woman to come out and show you that I can also look finer and better, do you understand, than the other version that before the makeup. So it's a whole evolution. But then now, I think today, if people don't want it anymore, even women, they don't like it anymore. They don't even want to look, that extra anymore. And I think it came from the wedding of Prince Harry with Meghan Markle. If you remember well, and if you watch that wedding, Meghan Markle wore close to nothing on her face. She looked literally herself, and that has affected the makeup world, over the past few years. Everybody wants makeup that does not transform but looks natural, and that's why today we are at the level of putting makeup, natural makeup that doesn't, change our features or completely changes the way we look, so that at least our husbands and our boyfriends and our friends and our families can still recognize us when we step out of the house.
Oh man, Fanny,
Yes.
like among one of our panels here,
Yes.
one of our hosts here, Florence. Florence
Yes.
is an Instagram model. Florence and she does a lot of photographic things and content online. So how difficult is it for people like that to find makeup products that fit to their skin tone? Because sometimes I've heard complaints that I can't find a makeup product that suits my skin tone. So how difficult is it?
Well, I would still come back to my story of evolution, and I'm sorry I might be a little bit long on this one as well. Today it's no longer difficult, but when I started, it definitely was. That is why I think makeup has been very influential in cultural awareness, in order to build cultural awareness, as well as the awareness of Black skin. We heard about the Black Lives Matter. Every makeup artist, could play a role, especially a makeup artist that was mostly specialized in dark skin tones. You understand? Today, every fashion brand or every person selling in Germany, selling a product in Germany, or like all the big brands in Germany, will not do an advertisement without including a dark skin. And this is thanks to the influence of makeup, on the internet, social media. Now, back then when I started makeup, you wouldn't believe it. In Germany, it was hard to get the right products for dark skin tones. It was like literally even impossible to find makeup products that fit dark women. I used to order my products from the US and from the UK because that is where there was more awareness as to our skin shades existing. Over time, with the Black Lives Matter coming also into play, and also YouTubers becoming a strong influencer, the German market realized that there was a demographic there they could actually invest in. You understand? It was a market they could invest in, and people started complaining, and they were like, why do I have to order things from the UK and the US when we have beauty brands out here that sell makeup products? Why are the ranges of foundation, for example, the range of foundation tones, why do they end only in white skin shades? And it became a whole movement combined with the Black Lives Matter. And slowly but surely, I think it started about 2 years ago, slowly but surely, makeup brands started placing darker skin tones of their products on the counter. And it is still evolving. And honestly, I believe in the next 1 or 2 years, we'll be walking into our drugstores out here and be happy that we can find at least 30 different dark skin shades that can actually match 30 different dark skin shades living out here in Germany. So
what role did the internet play in driving this message home?
Well, I would say not only the internet. It started with blogging.
Okay.
Blogging has always been here. People think that blogging started 5 years ago. Like, even before I started doing makeup on people, I started doing makeup on myself, and that was about 8 years back. Blogging existed, and I used to be following Bella Naija. Like, kudos to Bella Naija. They have been around for so long, and I've been following them. So blogging started. There was internet and there was blogging. People were not too much into blogging. And then there was the brand influencing. So Kay Makinwa, for example, also Nigeria, popular Nigerian influencer, began the brand influencing. But people were not taking it seriously. They were more of like bashing her as a woman. But she was doing a sort of business. She was being paid, to brand market certain products. Now time evolved, and then there was social media. Social media came in a very shy manner. Facebook, and there was high five back then. And Instagram had already been existing, but Instagram had not really taken its peak like that. And then all of a sudden, people started realizing, oh my God, if Toke Makinwa can make money out of brand influence, out of posting pictures of brands on the internet, you know, and showing this off and get some money out of it, like out of just wearing those things, then definitely I can do it somehow. And so people started doing research and realized, oh my God, I need a Twitter account, I need an Instagram account, I need a Facebook account, and now it has evolved, you know, with COVID. You don't have any distraction. What else do you have to do? TikTok came into play, and many other social media apps. And so that is how it evolved from, you know, the internet to social media, literally playing a huge role in, you know, sharing all of, like, making people like more aware, you know, of not only makeup but fashion, but and also skin shade and skin color and so many other things.
Beautiful. And while we still continue, I want to say to our audience there, if you have a question that you want to ask Fanny, please write the question in the message section or raise your hand and I will give you the opportunity to come in and ask your question. So, Fanny, what made you want to participate in this when Chinelo extended the invitation to you? What really want to make you participate in this event?
Well, I think the first reason is because I don't think makeup artists actually have a voice out there, and there has been, just because the industry has boomed, you know, everybody's a makeup artist now. People don't give them that kind of value anymore, so they are not being heard. So I said, well, this is an opportunity to talk about who we are, you know, and how important we are. It's not all about just, you know, making a face look good. I mean, it's also about, like, you know, influencing certain issues that our societies face, making people understand also how important we are in the fashion industry. There is no fashion brand that will go advertising their products without, you know, taking into consideration that they have to, like, make up their models. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we pay, like, we want to make people, really want to make people understand that it's not all about, you know, putting this face up. It's also about a lot of other things that we can influence. We influence brand marketing. We influence cultural awareness. Again, I said it. And I mean, when I'm talking about cultural awareness, what I mean is, I talked about editorial makeup. Editorial makeup is the art of just, you know, creating something beautiful. There has been, if you look at the feeds on Instagram, there has been a lot of inspirational editorial makeup that bring out things like the kente, the gele, you begin to learn more about certain cultures, through makeup. It is because they are inspired by, this cultural diversity that they translate a whole new perspective on the face that causes a form of beautiful correlation, and you start saying, oh my God, how beautiful, like this culture is beautiful. Like Gele and Irobuba and I don't know, and Kente. I did not know them before. These are all from Ghana, Nigeria, and these are things that were brought to us before us through social media. You understand? So makeup definitely, influences, cultural awareness. And the last reason why I wanted to be here and to talk about makeup is to also make people understand, is to change really the mindset. Because I'm sorry, this may be probably wrong, but a lot of people, when they see makeup artists, they tend to think that the makeup artist has not gone to school, she has no educational background. I'm standing here, I am a biologist, I have a master's degree, but then I do this also as well on the side, and I love doing this. And I know many makeup artists out there, popular ones as well, who have degrees in their pockets. Understand today that the makeup artist that is standing in front of you and doing makeup is not stupid, it's not dumb, it's not forcefully somebody who does not know how to read or write. It's, as my own experience, I'm speaking from my own experience, I've had questions like that, and I've seen people who have thought like that, and all of a sudden you get looks of surprise when you tell them, listen, I have a degree actually. Do you understand that these are people who do other things on the side? The industry is full of photographers, makeup artists, painters, people who do decorations. These people have degrees. Do not undermine them just because they are here giving you a service. So that was the last reason why.
Beautiful. I want to still tell everybody that are out there, both the panelists and the audience, please, we are going to have a panel discussion whereby we will allow everybody to be panelists, and then we will have this one huge discussion. A huge family. We're going to celebrate this topic. Fanny.
Yes.
I know we have had complaints of these major fashion brands. You know, I think they are fashion events whereby you have models from the African origin, or from the ones they call the so-called minority, or the color.
Yeah, the minority.
And they don't have makeup artists from their community for them, or they don't even have products to suit their skin tone.
Yes.
What do you think needs to change about this? How?
I think the first thing is, I'll take Germany as an example. Yeah, because when I started back then, of course, there were not many makeup artists that were specialized in dark skins. And so I was one of the few, so to say, with a friend of mine, Beautiful You, who did makeup on dark skins. In my research, because at some point I was like, I want to do a course, on makeup, and probably maybe doing it in Germany would be probably a good option and a more cheaper option for me, rather than traveling to Nigeria or to Dubai or to London to take a class. Then I realized, when I was looking at the curriculum for the courses, the makeup courses that I want to take, that every single work we were supposed to do was only done on white skin. And I guess that is where it is supposed to start. In Germany or in any other country, if you are drawing, the curriculum for a course, especially when it comes to makeup, please take into account the dark skin. That is where the problem first of all starts, because I believe if German makeup artists couldn't or cannot do makeup on darker skins, it is because they didn't get this during the course of their education. So that's where the first problem starts. Now, with the makeup brands themselves, people who cannot find the makeup here in Germany, what I think is we need ourselves as African women, we need to be, I would say, customers that are present. We must, because let me tell you this, a company is based on consumer. Now, if you have a brand out there or a product out there, and probably you have consumers from a specific only consumers from a specific demographics buying, you won't go and find yourself or produce a product that will lead you to a loss if people don't buy. You understand? So
What about we go into the production aspect of it?
I was coming to that. So the brand, the company has that problem, and so we women, of course, we need to learn how to purchase. The problem with us, dark skinned women, is we're always all about, oh my God, it's so expensive and everything. And I do understand everybody has their own budget and their own size of their pocket. I totally respect that. Then if you want these products to be out there on the counter, be ready to buy them as well at the price at which they are being sold. Now, if you feel, and this is where now, us producing our own companies and our own brands, because this has already been done. If you feel that you are not happy with this product and you don't seem to still match, your skin tone one-on-one, then we have the opportunity now to create our own brand, to do our own makeup line. We have Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place is a Nigerian that is standing at the back of Juvia's Place, and Juvia's Place started years ago, and started marketing through internet and through social media until it has reached the point of $1 million company today. These are Black-owned brands, that know and understand this dark skin. It is not easy to do dark skin. I'm telling from a makeup artist perspective, darker skins are difficult. It's a different dynamics than white skin. With whiter skins, it's really fast, but with darker skins, you have so many skin shades and so many undertones, because you have what you see and there's the undertone there, and you need to understand that. So if you have, most times you have some brands, they have not understood it. So definitely when a dark woman buys the brand, you see her face looks ashy. You don't understand what's going on. It's white. You're like, something is not
Right.
Not right without your face. It's just the brand has not really gone into really doing the right research, pertaining to, dark skin. And so sometimes, you have other brands that create, like, people of color that create beauty brands also for people of color. Julia's Space is one of them. Fenty Beauty is also one of them. They have understood the whole dynamics, and I can only encourage more, how can I say, beauticians to go for brands and to go for creating more makeup brands.
I don't know if any of our audience here have a question. If you're out there, you have a question, please raise your hands. There's this sign here, you can raise your hand to it, or write your questions on the message angle, so we can pass the question on to Fanny, the chair lady of Face Beat Boulevard. She's one lady that I've known for years, and she has been consistent. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it, but you do what you do, and you're keeping the energy.
Thank you.
Going, because I see a lot of your makeup videos, and
thank you.
How do you think the fashion business in Africa is doing?
I think it is doing really good. I think with COVID, it was doing even better, because with COVID, people were focused more on their social media apps and platforms, and so they could see, a lot of fashion, coming from everywhere. And because our African twins are really colorful and they're out there, it really pops out, and it drives attention towards it. So they are doing really well, and I think there's a very huge potential, in that market.
So, finally, what we want to tell those young kids that want to go in your angle, what are the things you're going to tell them? What are you going to tell them to watch out for? What is rough out there, and what's an advantage? Is there any advantage in going into this? So,
definitely, there is an advantage in the sense that makeup is a source of revenue. Being a makeup artist is a source of revenue, both here, in Europe, as well as back out there in Africa. I know of a lot of people back home who could not find jobs after they graduated, that ventured into makeup and are doing really well, for themselves. So just get started. If you feel you have a hand and a passion for it, go for it. Same way, photography is also a source of revenue. Do not neglect it. If you have a thing for it, go for it. The second thing I would say is, if you know you have it and you have started it and you're already making a few coins with it, do not underestimate the power of social media. Use it to your advantage. It is a free marketing tool, for everybody, in order to make themselves known and to grow their brands. Work diligently, in marketing your brand and letting people know who you are around the world, and you will move, from one step to the next and grow your business as time goes on. The third advice I am going to give is be aware of trend. Some companies die because they remain in one place, or they don't want to evolve with the trends. Trend is something that happens from year to year, and that also affects makeup. The same way back then we used to wear baggy trousers and they have gone out of trend. That is the same way makeup has also evolved over the years. So be aware of trend and adjust to the trend. The fourth, but the last thing, and it's a long list of them. Do not focus yourself only on your passion and knowing how to do makeup. Go beyond that. Learn how to use Excel. Learn how to present yourself. Learn, how to, market. Read a lot on marketing, on budgeting, on, try to use that opportunity to, have a lot of things that your brand needs to sink in and to enable you to grow. A lot of us just focus on what we know how to do. We know how to do makeup and that's it. No, it involves learning to make a budget, learning to write contracts, learning how to do statistics, looking at how your brand has evolved over a year, looking at your entries, income, expenses. make sure you take classes on that, especially if you have, a broader perspective when it comes to your brand. It is important and it needs to be taken into consideration. Of course, it's a long list of other things, but I guess I'm just going to end there for now.
You are a moving library of information about the makeup world.
Thank you.
We have talked about where you before why one can reach out to you. So I want you to say it again and tell our audience, our viewers where they can find you and reach out to you.
Oh yes, of course you can always find me on Facebook and Instagram. Those are my two social media platforms. Facebook Boulevard is the name. If you're in Germany, you can book me around Germany. I literally travel to every location and to every client. And of course, even if you're out of Germany, you could always book my services. But take note of the COVID situation. Things have changed and prices changed too along with the COVID situation. So just contact me and we'll try to see how we can work according to your budget.
Beautiful. She said it, the power of the internet and the power of creativity. But Fanny can be Fanny, which is AKA Facebook Boulevard, can be worldwide. As far as you got the cash, you can book out anywhere in the world. And also, don't forget to go and follow Fanny on her Instagram page, Facebook, YouTube, and all the online platforms. And also, don't forget to follow Macabre Fall. He is online on Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere. You have P is online. Go follow her. 36 degree on all the online platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and every online platform. We have Florence here.
Thank you,
Fanny. One of the hosts here.
Thank you, too.
Florence online, Facebook, Instagram, and all the online platforms. And also, don't forget our host today, the person that put all this together. She is followed her, and she has been working tirelessly sleepless nights doing this. So the only way you can show your appreciation is go follow her online, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all the online platforms, and also share this video. And those of you that are that are participating here today, participants, do not forget to network. This is an opportunity to network with you. Discuss with among yourself, to find yourself here, network, discuss with yourself, and then find somebody you can get contact with somebody here. And also, I don't want to make myself out. Go follow Afrobeats Journey on all the online platforms. Afrobeats Journey is on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all the online platforms. Thank you very much, Fanny. You are really.
Thank you to Samson.
From you. We are aware now that men can be made to look extra good, which we are happy about. I see Michael is smiling, I'm smiling. That means we feel good about what you have just said. And also,
beautiful.
All of you don't go anywhere. The panel, there's still more to come on this event. Stay put. The panel session is coming. We are all going to be panelists at that point.